guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I asked you guys on Instagram a few days ago if you guys wanted to see how it is I edit my OOTD/selfies, and I was actually surprised to see that a lot of you guys actually wanted to see that. So I was just like, you know what, why not? I actually did my makeup this way to take a selfie earlier, so like for the sake of this video, and I also have been playing around with colors and I absolutely love it. By the way, the palette I use is Morphe 34B, I believe it's called. I was close. It's the Morphe 35B, and guys, like, I never play with color, but with this palette, like, you just gotta, okay? Before we get started, guys, as always, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, make sure you like this video, and make sure to turn on those post notifications so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. Alright guys, enough talking now. Let's get it.
I found peace in your body. Can't show me there's no point in trying. I'm that one, and I've been silent for too long. Quiet for too long.
How do you do this? Okay. So I'm recording. Oh, that's the light. Okay, so I'm recording. Alright. So, as you guys can see, I've already taken a few pictures with this makeup. And, oh, that's actually an edited picture already. But so the apps that I usually use is Visco and Facetune. Those are like my two top apps. Like, I absolutely love them. Facetune, like, you have to like pay for it. I believe it's like $5, but it's so worth it, honestly. I always use Facetune to edit my pictures. Always. Alright, so I've already edited a few. I think I'm gonna do this one, which is unedited. So it's already a really nice picture. I really like it, but I'm just gonna touch it up a few because that's just what I do with my selfies, you know what I mean? So first thing that I do is I go to the whitening button and I'll go ahead and tap the white part of my eyes and sometimes the inner corner, like the little bling here, and then I'll just go in and tap the white. And usually whenever my teeth are showing as well, I'll go ahead and tap that as well, and then I'll press this little check mark up at the right, like the blue check mark, so it'll be all good. Alright, so the next thing I go is to the smooth button. I never use the double smoother. I always use the real smoother because the double smoother, here, I'll show you guys real quick. This is what the double smoother does. Like, it's just too extra for me and I don't like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and press the X button here at the top left corner, and then it just brings back everything. So then I'll go to the smooth button and then I'll start tapping my skin. I don't rub, I tap, because I just feel like it looks less fake, if that makes sense. And I also like to keep some of the texture to my skin so it doesn't make it completely fake looking like the double smoothing does. So then I don't really like to smooth a lot of my face just because, like I mentioned before, I do like to have some of the texture onto it. So I'll just go down and try to tap some like texture here at the bottom that I don't want. I'll go up at the forehead, smooth that out a little bit. I'm gonna smooth out my fake freckles a little bit just because I went ham with my freckles today, and it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. And then I'll press the little blue check mark here at the right, and like, as you guys can see, it's still not a huge difference, but we'll get to the more intense stuff later. So now I'll go to details, and details, it just kind of makes the whatever you want more, of course, detailed, and like put emphasis on the stuff that you want. So I always tap my eyes. Always. I tap a little bit here on my eyebrow. I always tap my highlight here at the cheek, on top of the brow, under the brow, and then the inner corner of the eyes. And then I'll go here at the other side, tap the whole eye, the eyeshadow, the eyebrow. I'm going to go ahead and tap a little bit of the freckles, not a lot. Tap the tip of the nose, that little highlight, the little highlight up here. Tap the lips a little bit, not a lot, and then tap the chin. And then, so that's for the face. So then I'll go ahead and just touch my whole hair, the whole set of hair. And then I'll just go ahead and really detail my jacket. Just go ahead and tap. I always use this motion. I never like scrub or swipe, whatever. So now that we're done with the details, I'll go ahead and reshape and refine. So some of you guys might not agree with this, but I really like to refine my jaw. I don't go in and like completely mess with my face, but I'll just go ahead and refine my jaw just a tad bit. So this is the before and then this is the after. As you guys can see, like I didn't refine it to the point where you totally don't even know who this is. I just went ahead and like cleaned up the little double chin, okay? So now that I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and press the blue check mark once again. And just because I have freckles in this picture, usually I use this for like acne as well. Like if I have a pimple, I'll go ahead and patch it. But I press the patch button here. I'll zoom in. I don't have any like acne bumps that I want to cover up. But some of these freckles, because I did go in with the freckles today, are just looking really weird. So I'll go ahead and patch it. So this circle here, I'll go ahead and put it on top of a freckle that I don't like, and then this circle here will just reflect any surface that you want to show, if that makes sense. So I'll go ahead and put it somewhere near it so that it doesn't look completely fake, if that makes sense. Like there. So the before and then the after. Like it's completely gone. But again, I didn't really edit anything to make my face look not me, if that makes sense. So this right here I don't like either. I'm gonna go ahead and patch that as well. You can make the patches as big and as little as you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the patch and there. Completely gone. Okay, so now that we're done with the patch, I'll go ahead and use tones. So every time you click tones, it's gonna have it in this light shade, and I always use this shade to go over any places that I really want that light to be on, which is like the highlight. So right now I'm gonna go on the inner corner, on the highlight, under the brow, over the brow, on the tip of the nose, and on a little bit of the bridge of the nose. Sometimes on the chin. My highlight isn't too intense on the chin, so I'm not really gonna go in there, but so I really like the way my eye looks. I don't think I'm gonna mess with it. Usually I'll go in and press picker, click on my eyeshadow, go back to tones, and try to make it more defined, like try to make the blue a lot more there. But because I really like the way it looks, I'm not gonna mess with it. Maybe I'll go ahead and highlight just a little by moving here. This button will choose what color you want. Click back to tones. Maybe try to highlight just a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see much of a difference there. I just made it a little bit lighter here as well. And now I'm done with that. So this is the before and this is the after. Again, I didn't edit my face enough to make it seem like it's not me, but yeah. So another thing that I like to do, and this is like a super weird thing, but I personally, I don't know why, I'm like really self-conscious about like looking bald like this. So I'll go ahead and press picker, click on my hair, like on the brown part of my hair, click back on tones, and then just slightly so gently tap over the white. So it doesn't do much, but it's not so white to where it's like, hey, I'm balding over here, you know what I mean? And I'm not even balding, it's just a like insecurity type thing. So then also because my makeup is like over my baby hairs here, I'll go ahead and tap on the white of the hair just to bring color back, so you guys won't know that I'm too messy with the makeup. So then I'll go ahead and click the blue check mark again, and then as you guys can see, the before and after. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I'm pretty happy with the way this picture looks right now. I'm not going to go ahead and mess with anything anymore. Excuse me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and click the filters. Click on lighting, click on the darker, and then probably leave it at an 8 or 10, whatever. So this kind of just brings some color back into my skin, back into my hair, the background. This is the before, this is the after. It makes me look a little bit more tanner. It makes the like blue in my eyes look a little bit more intense. The black in my lashes look a little bit more intense. So I really like to darken my pictures just a little bit, just to make like the highlight, the lips, the eyes, the skin look a little bit like a shade darker. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and save to camera roll. So if you guys want, you guys can leave this picture as it is and it's ready to post. I like to go to Visco, or what's it called? Visco, Bosco, whatever. And I'll click on the picture that I just edited, which is going to be the most recent one here. Click on it. Oh, it was already clicked. It was already highlighted. I'll go ahead and use the tools down here, which is the second ones to the or the right ones to the X. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hopefully I can edit this to where you guys can't hear me stutter. If so, I am so sorry. I'll go ahead and click C1 because I like C1 and probably put it at a 1. So it didn't really do that much of a difference, but like I said, to me it's just a process that I'm already so used to. So I'll go ahead and do that. I go ahead and check it, go back to the tools. If you guys haven't already noticed on my Instagram, I like to add grain and like a vintagey texture to my pictures. So I'll probably go to 2. You can't really tell, like, here's the grain, by the way, if you guys don't know what grain is. I'll probably add it to probably right there, a 3. So it's like there, but it's not too intense, like a 10 intense. I'll go ahead and check it because I'm happy with that. I'll go ahead and press on vintage because I like that little filter. So this is what vintage looks like. It just makes it a lot more darker around the edges there. I'll go ahead and put that as a 1. So then now this is my selfie. I like my pictures to look a little bit more like vintagey, like it was taken on a film camera, not really. A little bit more darker just to make my skin look a little bit more tanner, to make like the emphasis or emphasize the black on my lashes or any eyeshadow I'm wearing to make my lips look a little bit more darker, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that and then click the little 3 dots here on the bottom right and then save to camera roll. And then I'll put actual size. So it's saving, it's finished. I'll go back to my pictures here. And there it is. I also usually like to, so I'm going to go ahead and add the final picture with the grain and everything that I edited from Visco, whatever. I forget what it's called. So I'll go ahead and zoom right into my eyes, go to tones, go to the palette, and then go to like a light brown, go back to tones, and then just gently click over the brown part of my eye, so then it makes it a little bit more lighter, as you guys can see. I'll go to the other eye. There we go. So then I'll check it here. I'll go back to tones, and with the light, like a light brownish here, like a super light brown, I'll go back to tones, I'll just go over some areas here. And then sometimes when I feel like it's too intense, like this eye right here, I don't know what the heck happened here, but then I'll go to the erase here and I'll gently go over that eye just to diffuse it a little bit. So diffusing that a little bit. So now I'll go ahead and check it. This was the eye before and this is the eye now. Again, not a really big difference. I personally just like that. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that one actually because I really like that one, probably more than this one, but I was just showing you guys for the sake of, if you guys ever see me with like lighter eyes, it's because of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then all I would do is upload it on my Instagram, and yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and stop the recording now. Anyway guys, so that's how I edit my selfies. I'm gonna do an OOTD in a separate video just because this is gonna be a little bit longer if I add the two together, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make that a separate video itself. Anyway guys, I hope that wasn't too complicated for you. I would practice just to like get there. I have had that app for like years and years, so I already know like the little tweaks here and there, and I have had a routine and like had a habit of how it is I edit my stuff and the steps that I take to get a picture that I really like. So I'm like stumbling over my words, I can't talk ever. But anyway guys, I hope you guys liked that video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on those post notifications so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'm a dog lover.